Recording.
All right, lovely people. This is the group The Dots, and Wendy and I are here to go through your process, and you're looking at the egg beater. And there were 5 different solutions we were looking for, but also just a general sketching and process. So that was really important to see. And then again, seeing how you solve the wild card, the parts not touching, the scribbity scraps, etc. So this is really important. These are the sketches from Roz. And again, just kind of looking at the parts, thinking about shapes and interlocking shapes, positive, negative, etc. And this is nice. This is great to see this matted, really lovely. And what I appreciate most about this is that I'm not aware of the edges. You know, you're not trying to fit into a box. So I think the matting really helped this, and it's really wonderful. Great, great energy. This is the one where everything was supposed to be round shapes. So this one, I'm very aware of craft, and I'd love to see it just be cleaner. Your mat also is a little wonky, but I'm aware of like really ragged cutting and gluing. And also just even with the thinking of the round shapes, I would encourage a little bit more interaction and play on positive, negative. But the first thing that I'm aware of is the craft.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. This one feels like more of an interaction of the sides, and yeah, this is nice. I also appreciate how you're doing this on your cutting mat. Oh, somebody else says that exact same thing. Very nice.
Mhm.
Same. I think I'm just so aware of the glue, and I'm curious if you are using the brand Yoo-Hoo, because it just goes on really smooth and doesn't tend to leave a residue. If you're using a different brand, it might be sticking and also leaving that residue, because the collage itself is quite striking. Yeah, it feels very tribal. I can see this being, you know, almost like a pattern for a textile. Be really careful about such things at the very top left, where that line is just touching, and then it happens again on the left in the middle, where the edge of the collage is just hitting the on the left, the edge of
Okay.
yeah, right there, just hits it. So I know it's a certain size mat, but be very deliberate in how you frame your work. But it's really beautiful.
And the glue marks on this one is a little better. I mean, I can only tell like
Yeah,
over here.
yeah, it's definitely better. Agreed. Fourth collage, beautiful. I love just that, frankly. Oof,
Oh,
that was
sorry.
great. No, no, it's fine. You're doing just great. No, this is beautiful also. This one, I think it just feels really free, organic, loosey-goosey, but yet composed in a really nice way. I love it.
Yeah, and I love the movement as well.
I think I prefer it unmatted. I feel like something just got closed in.
Hmm.
Um,
Me
yeah,
too.
but really nice. Again, be very careful with your gluing, but wonderful positive, negative. Also, um, I've again, I think these feel so free, and I love seeing how you work completely with the square as your guide, but not feeling like you have to end in the square. And that was the whole point of this kind of a way of working, is that you have a guideline, but then you can tidy it up really nicely with a mat. So I just appreciate the exuberance at how you work on this page. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the unmatted one once again.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
so I would
pretty.
say overall, a really strong, bold graphic suite. I think the one with the round parts was the one that probably needs the most attention, but I really feel a wonderful, almost Matisse-like spirit to your shapes. Nice abstraction. And next, we will look at Janet Hassett. Look at that nice light coming in. Great to see your sketches. Just breaking this, object into shapes, really nice. Also appreciate seeing your screen there, that you're really looking at this curious object. Beautiful. This said, I know we aren't supposed to be representational, but I love the way the shapes start to tell their own story. This one makes me think of friends or lovers. Oh no, this is still very abstract. And I love your comment, Jessica. They really do feel like egg beater buddies. No, it's really lovely. I'd love to see these unmatted, just to see what's going on in the background. And also just under the caption, rather than third or second, if you could just put, the scribbity scraps, etc. It's just really helpful to have that information. This is one where I'm a little too aware of the edge in the handle. I'd love to see, yeah, it just hits at an awkward spot, and I'd love to see that without the mat. I mean, it's a striking composition, but still, oh, it's okay. Comments from you, Wendy?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I want to see it without the borders to see what's going on. I think especially here would be interesting. Um, and completely agree with you on the edge over here. It's like sort of the first thing that my eye sees.
Yeah.
Kind of distracting. Yeah.
I love those 3 little white lines on the left. That's such a nice contrast of scale. I think just overall, the whole suite, can we go to the last one? Because we kind of didn't really talk about that final one. I think overall overall the whole suite has a really strong graphic quality. They all feel very bold and like really confident in the mark making. So that's really terrific to see the cohesiveness of these 5 solutions. Yeah, I still don't even know which one is your scrippity scraps. It might be this one because who knows, but that's important information for us. Yeah, so show us the unmatted ones whenever you have a chance. For all of you. Sometimes a cough is just a cough. When the pandemic first hit and I would sneeze, I was so nervous about it. And then I would say to myself, sometimes a sneeze is just a sneeze.
Yeah, same.
Otherwise, I would have
Same
just
here.
freaked out. Look at this egg beater.
The little thingies over here are so pretty.
Yes, such a wonderful one. I love this. She said the photo wasn't allowing for full visualization, so she went to an antique mall. Bravo. I cannot agree with you more that having the object in front of you is so much better than just a photograph. It's great. And you found a really good one. Nice. Yes, I see Rita mentioned that your cutouts reminded her of Matisse. Yes, I agree. So this is enlarged component. Great. Would never know this came from an egg beater. Also feels very much like a textile design.
Mm.
Aha. So you did a lot. So this is your finished one. I see. So the previous ones were in large beater components, and this one is your finished. Yeah, it's really quite lovely. Again, just be careful of everything that's happening on your edges, but also a nice documentation. It's nice and bright, and it feels very finished. Really nice. Beautiful sketching.
I like how simple this one is, to be honest.
I do too. I do too. This photo wasn't quite as good. Oh, that's beautiful. No, that's okay. Yeah, a little dull. That's beautiful. Jennifer writes, I feel like I am sailing. Great choices. Yeah, I'd be careful about where the bottom is touching, and even the top a little bit. I think I'd like to see it without the mat, but beautiful translation from your sketch to your finished piece, and great positive negative. Really sweet. Ah, my favorite, Scribbity Scraps.
Mhm.
This one, I'm not sure, this seems to be the finished piece, but this one does not feel as coherent to me. It feels like scraps. And it might be simply that you want to cut out from some of the scraps, maybe some of the white space, or just give a little more attention to the composition. It really, again, don't get me wrong, there's a joy and a play and a spontaneity to the whole piece, but it just doesn't feel quite as resolved as what we've just seen of yours.
Yeah, I think it feels like scraps because of the little hanging like remains. Like maybe if you fix that a little bit over here and here and here as well.
Agreed. This is nice. You've got great, whoops, I'm sorry, my power cord keeps giving me problems. This is lovely. You've got great process sketches. Ah, fabulous. Oh, this is nice. So she says the next 15 pictures, so you can probably pick up the tempo, involve her moving the pieces around. Bravo for doing that. This is why, gosh, digital cameras, you know, back in the day, you'd never be able to show me any of this. Oh, absolutely loving this process. Cecilia, this is terrific to see. Really, this alone is terrific. That's fabulous. I love that. It felt very mechanical. Yeah,
Yeah, it almost feels like a stop animation,
yeah,
like a bunch of frames.
yeah. Wow. So I'm guessing the final was the last one, maybe? I'm not really sure.
Mm,
Probably composition number
maybe,
5.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, I applaud your process that you showed us, and again, really nice, diverse solutions that you came up with, but beautiful process, beautiful sketches. I love your egg beater. I have egg beater envy. Nora. All right, Nora Collins. We need more process. This is lovely. Also a nice image in terms of the clarity of the image, a little bit of shadow, but not much, but beautiful. Yeah, just a little bit. This is collage 2, which I think is the round parts. We need these titled. Beautiful. For me, what I'd like to see in this one, they're sort of aligned, but not quite. So it's kind of annoying to me. I really want to push one of them to the side or emphasize that, and maybe even have something cross over that strong black line so that they unite somehow. The lower half to me feels very empty. And I think it's part of it is because it's also a white frame, white matting on top of it. That might change if there was just a little hint of black. I don't know. How do you feel, Wendy?
I think this feels empty because it's not exactly placed like the top one is. Like there's way less space over here. So maybe if you bump this up a little bit and move it a little bit to the left, and it's like more
Yeah.
symmetrical. But yeah, might be the white as well.
But I do appreciate the simplicity and the abstraction. So I'm thinking this is probably the Scrippity Scraps. This one to me just feels like egg beater in motion. Like this thing is moving. And this would be artist's choice. Again, I'd love to see even some of the black, and you can also do this after the fact with a white pencil. Just some of the circle, the bottom, the ring in the bottom right, maybe cutting into that, and where it intersects. If you could move your cursor, it intersects with that sort of snowshoe shape on the bottom. Yeah, right in there. Like if you could do something to play on the positive negative there, so it's not just on top, that would be something I would recommend. And again, you can easily go back into something like this and play around with a white pencil. And also sometimes people will use like a white paint marker or a gel marker that really comes out white. So that can help. But I just love the shapes. Frankly, I love the variety of your shapes. Nice. Here's the process shots I was longing for. That's beautiful. Really nice. Yeah, great series. And I think I jumped the gun when I said I wanted to see more process. Probably it would just be nice to see them unmatted, and then we can see them matted, but a good strong process. Okay, the last but not least of the dots is Allie. And I'm just going to take a slurp of my coffee. My favorite part, everyone's sketching. Hold on, let's go back. She writes something. During the crit, it was mentioned, egg beater. Oh, I prefer to begin by just cutting. Oh, okay. Obviously, we all have our way of working. I just encourage kind of having a plan and sketching it out. A process is just such an important part of all of this. And that's one way to just generate ideas. So don't feel like, oh, I failed at this, or I didn't do it that way. Oh, there's a live egg beater. But it's just, again, it's almost like stretching before a run. Kind of just limbering up, thinking visually, and then perhaps relating to what you sketched, perhaps not. Oh, that's a fabulous photo. I love seeing the egg beater way in the background. Great
Oh, yeah.
photo. I love the angle, and the X-Acto is just like ready to go. No, these are really good to see. So thank you again, Allie, for including these here. Oh, my goodness.
So nice.
So nice. Look at that egg beater on the far right. Oh, these are terrific. Great process shot.
That's a big egg beater, right?
Right? It seems huge. It does. It seems very disproportionate. Ah, new lamp. Nice. So this is the first one, the enlarged parts. I know that you're playing with your lighting, and I think there's another one coming right after this, Wendy, that is probably the same image. Oh, added the white pencil. Wow, it almost feels like, it's so weird. If you see the first one, I felt egg beater. When I see the second one, I feel like onion, or something really
Yeah,
organic just
or
happened.
like plants. Yeah.
Yeah, what a lovely, lovely contrast. I'm digging this one with a white pencil. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I know you're still working on your lighting because these are all very bleached out, but what a fabulous use of the black as your, primary, color. And again, you have such a beautiful organic quality to your mark. And here the next one is with pencil. Wow, it's hard to believe it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Whoa, very, very, very effective. Wow. Yeah. This is round parts. This one, the two, like those figure eight of that big black shape really overpowers, in my humble opinion. I'm can't wait to see what you're going to do with the pencil, but it really dominates to me a little too much. When I love how everything is touching and kind of crammed into this space very effectively, but that is the weirdo to me. But I'm sure as we look at your next one, I knew it. It changed so much. Unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, this one feels a little bit less, I don't know how to describe it. Like they're both overwhelming, but the first one it's sort of like there's this big clump in here and you can't
Wow.
really focus on
Yeah.
anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the shape on the bottom right, how yeah, that whole area there, how you've manipulated the pencil around that. Really nice. This is good to see. So far we haven't seen a lot of the use of the optional white pencil. This also to me felt very much like a Matisse. The organic quality, I love how you've really abstracted from this egg beater. Wow, just becomes like psychedelic, you know?
Yeah. I really wish the first images weren't that bleached out so we could see the comparison between them even better.
Yeah, it's weird how those are so bleached out and these are not.
Yeah.
And this is your choice of objects. Yes, very nice. Well,
Is
again,
that the same image? They changed so much.
I know, I know. Yeah, nice. This is what we love to see. Yeah, I'm really impressed that what you've done with the white pencil. It really brings them to life. It's a great study of, you know, two different approaches. So this is Scrippity Scraps collage. You also fill the space very well. Again, most of your marks have such a delicate organic quality to them that's fascinating. Two and a half scrap collages. These are my remaining scraps. Wow. I hope you all appreciate the value of the Scrippity Scraps, and a lot of it is really just looking. Can you go to the next one? Is just looking at those pieces and then bringing them together. Whoa. No Scrap Left Behind is the title. This is really beautiful, very cohesive, really has great energy. It's so hard to believe this is your Scrippity Scraps.
It
I think
almost
this,
feels like a mural or something
yeah,
that you would see on a big wall.
yeah, definitely. This is testament to really looking and creating rhythm and value and having line weight differences, looking at positive and negative. Yeah, in fact, I think in her one of her the very first slide where all of the stuff is on the window, I think there was like a piece of stained glass in the window. Yeah, so
Mm.
yeah, so maybe there's a connection, but really fun and striking, and the time commitment is quite evident. Those are great. Thank you, Allie. Okay, so lovely dots. I see that not everybody has been commenting on the work of your peers. So that is part of the assignment. And that was something that should be done by Tuesday, that you are participating in the conversation. But what a striking group of collages to look at. I hope you are as excited about them as I was looking through these. So thank you. Dots. Wendy, any parting words of advice or?
No, really just very impressed with the collages. It was fun to look at.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, thank you.